dopest dope I've ever smoked. Hands down, dopest dope I've ever smoked.
It's not better than the Blue Oyster. You can't be. I don't
friend,
can't handle better than
This
this.
is like...
Bro, I'm out there.
Yeah. I feel like I've been thrown off of a boat.
Dude, I
and
feel like
then left.
I feel like I am the Midnight Gospel, bro.
Oh.
Like we're doing it in a trailer in the multiverse, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a little bit of a coughing fit before, guys. So sorry about that.
A lot of it.
Yeah. Welcome to Smoke With Us. I'm Eastwood.
I'm Blue.
And this is our virtual smoke circle.
Yeah, we started this because we thought Stoner's World can be lonely. I've been having such a hard time saying that lately.
I feel like it's the anticipation and like the build up.
I know,
your
but
mind.
like that phrase too now is like hard for me to say.
Yeah.
But
it was so we're smoking on the LA Kush, and we took an edible like 2 or 3 hours ago, and
we smoked a blunt. Of
we
LA
smoked a
Kush.
blunt, well, almost a full blunt, and then we got it packed, loaded up, and ready to go. Yeah, so I'm at a.
I don't know if I'm gonna be at that PAX, bro.
I'm at an 8.
Dude, I'm like at a 10.
Oh shit!
I was not kidding when I said I'm coming in hot, bro.
I was at a 10, and then I have made myself level out.
All right, really, really focusing on like how high I am, like rating it, like quantified it. You get what I'm saying? 9.5. Okay, not a 10. It's a 9.5.
I'm honestly probably like almost a 9. Now that I'm like thinking about it.
Okay, cool. So we're starting roughly same.
Yeah. So, if you guys want to be on the same level as us to kind of, just be in the moment with us, definitely pause and get up to a 9. And yeah,
We're
like
starting out
bong
high.
it up, do whatever, man, eat the edible, watch a show, hopefully turn us back on. I don't know.
Take a shower, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see you guys on the other side. And we're back. Okay. So we've been playing, literally
Ghost.
just started last night.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah. Okay.
And for those of you who don't know, it's a samurai game set in feudal Japan when the Mongols were invading.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, because you're new, we talk about games a lot. So,
But it's also not the only thing we talk about.
yeah. But this fucking game is awesome. And I think you guys should play it. It's like super fucking cinematic. Very kind of like not Gears of War, Metal Gear Solid. Kind of like that, but like
the
better.
newer ones. Well, so he also means that like there's a pretty good amount of cutscenes, and it's very story driven. It's so good. The combat's really fun. It's like simple, but like it has depth.
Yeah. And it's like I like look forward to going back to the world.
Yeah.
We've been play it high too, guys. Like that's the only way to play it.
I don't know about the only way. Sometimes it gets real hard.
But you can do stupid shit and make memories. Like we're passing the controller back and forth.
Like old school shit.
Like old school style, playing the story together, making decisions together. It's like, Japanese D&D.
I mean, I guess that's one way in a very long train to get there. You could think about it.
Oh, man. Oh.
There's some Japanese tabletop role-playing games that I genuinely want to play.
Yeah.
Like they've been translated. It's hard enough to get
this game
a regular D&D group together, let alone as like, hey, do you want to play this Story of Seasons? And it's like, it's a Japanese thing. It's a new take on RPGs. Da, da, da.
Just start raiding some basements.
Especially if you don't want to be the dungeon master.
Just start raiding some basements.
Just like breaking in. I was like, I'm taking over this D&D group. We're going to be.
Oh, God. That would be fucking
The
hilarious.
Weeaboo invasion.
Yeah. No, but woo.
Do you have something?
I thought I did, but
Because I have something.
I'm go ahead. All you. The stage is yours.
A federal judge's son and dad a husband got shot by a FedEx delivery guy. Well, guy dressed as one And she's connected to a case involving not Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein. Bro.
Oh, dude, I know.
Bro.
I saw it. At first, I thought it was kind of fake, but then I kept seeing it over and over and over again on Facebook. Because Facebook sometimes throws you some
Like a
bait
conspiracy
shit.
theory.
Yeah, and you're like, let me see if I see more pop up, and then I'll investigate it. And I did, and I was like, oh shit, this is real.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the balls, dude?
Well, and here's the deal. They're throwing the guy killed himself.
Yeah. Well, and two, this is shit that you've seen, that you would see in a movie.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't even real life, it feels like.
I know. The guy killed himself. Convenient. And he's supposed to be a man's rights activist, but the only person he killed is 2 men.
Oh my god.
You don't see them very often be like, the radical feminists killed 3 women and no men.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's suspicious. That's all I'm saying. And then, but they're also not reporting that he has connections to this Russian company.
Oh my god.
And these kinds of people that are like, if his agenda was something like that, they stay alive for the manifesto. They don't kill themselves. They get caught and then become like their own messiah, if you will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, that's real suspect. Like, and what a convenient amalgamation of a man that we could kind of discredit.
Yeah.
Like an hour and a half later.
Was he really a FedEx man? I'm like, no, bitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, bitch, shit's going down. And I found out recently, Ghislaine Maxwell's fucking case is being handled by the public corruption department.
Oh yeah.
Which sex trafficking is normally violent crimes. That's who does it.
Yeah, dude, because some shit is about to fucking come out. I am totally on this conspiracy train right now with this.
The department for the government being corrupt is handling this.
I know. I have been since, he got arrested. I was like, there's something fucking happening. There's no way this man gets arrested for this. And for there not to be something there. Like, this is one of those moments in life where I was like, there's something here.
Yeah.
Do not let it go. And then when he fucking killed himself, quote unquote, I'm like, God damn it, dude. I wanted him to spill the fucking tea.
I know, dude.
Like, give me stories.
The biggest tea for decades, bro.
Yeah, the Netflix documentary on him is really good. Yeah, it's just fucking crazy. It's crazy times, man.
It is.
We're living, I feel like the fucking world is ending, but slowly.
No, honestly, if this, okay, I don't think it's the end times. I actually have a lot of hope for a few reasons.
Same here.
But I'm just saying, there was a part of me that's like, dude, if this is the fucking end of the world, hurry up.
Yeah, slit my throat already, bitch. Don't fucking slowly kill me.
Yeah, this made me realize, if the world ends, I just want it to be asteroid, you're done.
Yeah. There was something. Okay, so I have a question. I don't know if I've asked you this question before, but if I have, we can, whatever. So, would you rather know the time, day, and specific way that you would die?
Oh God.
Or would you rather just live your life as if it was your last day and never know? So you never know when you're going to die.
Wait,
it could just be random.
Wait.
It's random.
Are you saying, would you rather know when you're going to die exactly or live normal life?
Yeah.
Because right now you can die any day.
That's true. Yeah.
And you don't know.
Yeah.
So you should probably just live your life to its fullest.
But
for someone who loves cliches as much as you do,
I can't remember who told me that.
But no, I don't want to know when I die.
Yeah, I don't think I do either.
Here's the deal. I don't want to know when I die, but if I did find out, I think I could find a real sense of peace in it.
Yeah. Yeah, but me, I would fucking be brooding the day, so I'd quit my job. I would just fucking live somewhere and just wait.
Well, what happens if they're 50 years and 30 days? You're gonna quit your job now? I'd be like, all right, we know. So we just gotta make this puppy work in 50 years. And then if they're 2 years, you know what? You could quit and your family take care of you.
Yeah.
If you're lucky
just
enough.
go to the pool every day.
Yeah. And just and even if you're not, honestly, if you knew you only had 2 years to live, you could probably live a pretty great homeless life in LA.
Not talking to one who's homeless in LA. If you happen to be listening to us and you were.
But if you knew, you knew only 2 years, You could probably do pretty nicely.
Yeah.
Especially if you had some savings.
Oh man.
But yeah, I would never choose to know, but if I knew, I think I could, like I said, come to, and as long as it wasn't like in an hour.
In 1 hour, you're gonna
like,
die.
oh my God.
Mama.
I was like, I guess I'm gonna send out a text.
Would we play a video game, Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah, I guess. Like, it's like, what would
Maybe
I
kill
do?
some more Mongols.
Run to the nearest street corner, trying to find a hooker. Be like, one last time.
Oh,
I don't need the condom. I don't have to worry about anything.
I'm dying in an hour.
And then the hooker kills you.
I come in 10 minutes
No, but-
before your hour's up.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. She kills you at the hour mark.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that's how you died. Like, that's the moral of the story. Is
Honestly,
like,
dude,
you
that
put
would-
yourself into your own death.
Dude, that could be like a
Like a Black
one
Mirror
season,
episode.
or like a 1 season like show.
Oh, like what you do in that hour.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then them die in an ironic way like that.
yeah.
I think
And
you'd
we
have to
build
make
like, oh my
I think
God.
you'd have to make it like 5 hours.
And we
though.
build like an anthology, so we have like different characters that die of different things.
Oh,
they're all an hour.
They all. Oh, so like
the
10
different
stories
seasons-
about.
Yeah.
and it's just called something like 1 hour or something. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then like the people, like it's
60
about their
minutes.
life and what they do within the hour, and some of them are gonna be like really riveting and like da da da, and some might be more normal.
Yeah. So we have 3 options for names right off the bat. 4 maybe. 1. The 60 seconds. Can't say 60. I mean 60 minutes. You can't say
60
you can't say just 60 minutes because that's a show. So it has to be the 60 minutes. The 60 minutes, right? Or 1 hour, or however many seconds is in an hour. So like let's just pretend. So like
Yeah.
2,468. Or 4 quarters. 4 quarter of an hours.
Dude, you know what we should do? It should be 24 hours.
That's 24.
Oh yeah, true.
It's actually a very similar concept, just he has to solve a crime instead of die.
Yeah, no, that would be kind of fun though. What would I do in an hour?
I have no idea.
Honestly, probably just lay down and like contemplate my life and maybe cry a little bit.
I'm for sure making some phone calls.
Yeah, make peace with people. Be like, hey, you know, like I'm sorry, like if I was ever mean to you. And then like just lay on my purple bed.
Yeah, and you'd have to send something cryptic like that because like everyone would be like, "Are you committing suicide?" And you'd be like, "No, I can't tell you that this mystical reason. I just know I'm dying in an hour because you won't believe me."
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. That would be kind of fun to do.
No, wait. The
No,
game-
not to die. To do a
Oh.
fucking show. God.
Oh, you're like, I tried that out. I was like, we
Dying
get it.
is not fun because you're done. Like we don't know what fucking happens. Like
It's
we
like
can just
the most fun part of the roller coaster is not getting off.
yeah. It's like you're
It's
just
like,
like
even if it's a good ride, you're like, well,
there's
here's
one
the
of two
exit.
things. There's heaven and hell, and then there's nothing. Like you go to sleep forever.
Well, there's like technically a lot of other beliefs about what happens. Like there's reincarnation. There's
Okay,
similar concepts
okay.
of Sheol.
Yes.
Like,
But when I think about death, I think about those two things.
that makes sense.
And I'm like, no, I don't want that. Like, just let me
Actually,
have it now.
You don't want either?
No. Like, I want to.
Because if heaven's real or something akin to it, in theory, it's like this, but better.
No, I know.
So why wouldn't you want that? That'd be like getting off a roller coaster into a better roller coaster. Like,
I guess.
that'd be like, oh, did you love that? Would you like something bigger? And you go, fuck, yes. And they're like, literally no line right here.
I guess. I don't know. Well, but yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that.
Me neither. Do you like the front of the roller coaster?
Like the very, very front?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it depends.
I mean,
Oh.
ultimately, I'd say it depend.
I think
But
my
like in
favorite
general,
ride,
no.
my
I like the
favorite
middle.
ride
I hate
Um,
the end.
was the super fast one at first that went like 90 miles an hour. And they said it was like, oh, it's just like a shoe. And it like
People have-
fucking ripped my goddamn neck off.
People have conned me into so many fucking
Dude.
Like,
The whole theme was Area 51. And so like,
oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
This was the
it
same
was called
one.
Flight of Fear.
You're right.
Kings
They
Island,
were
yeah.
like, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that made me so mad.
Yeah.
Like I had fun, but I was still so mad. I was like, that's a real fucking lie. Like,
Yeah. And that fucking ride was nuts. And then when we stopped and the lights came on, like you could see things now because it wasn't so like you weren't so like blinded by the blackness. And you're like, this is a fucking twist and turn bonanza.
yeah, because for the audience, okay, this is how we were told. Okay, we're on a little youth trip with our youth group. You know, who the pastors and the helpers are supposed to be the paragons of our faith.
I was like, I wanted to do that right there, but continue.
The paragons of our faith. So they shouldn't lie.
Yeah.
So anyway, they're like, we're afraid of most of the rides. And so they're like trying to trick us onto this roller coaster. That is crazy. Because you can't see it outside. It's an indoor roller coaster.
Yeah. And it's like black.
And so they're like,
inside.
hey man, so it's gonna shoot out. It's kind of fast, but it's like 30 miles an hour. So like, that's not actually that fast. It will feel that fast because you're like not in a car because you're not shielded, but it's not that fast.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. Yeah. I mean, that's not too bad. I don't like roller coasters.
I sat in the fucking front.
It's like you're like, like you're thinking to yourself, you're like, I don't like roller coasters, but I'm not a pussy.
Yeah.
Like 3 miles an hour, I can do that. I'm a man.
Masculine.
Like, yeah. Like there's part of that in your brain. And so they're like, come on, man, come on. And then I'm like, okay, but like, does it like flip or anything? And they're like, no, man.
It's like a curve.
Yeah, they're like, it's like a curve. Well, it flips around, but it's like fast. And there's only one.
Yeah.
Only one.
One and only.
And I was like, so we finally like, okay. And then we get there and like, you can't, for most of the line, you can't see the actual train. No. So the first time we see the train, we're, still like 5 people behind. It goes like out like,
You look at each other, we're like,
oh God. We're like bug eyed and we're like, that didn't look like 30 miles an hour. And then I look back to we had a third friend with us. They convinced 3 of us. And we had a third friend. And I look back to look at my third friend bug-eyed to be like, was that 30 miles an hour? And all I see, all I see is his back. He's running away. He's literally going through the line like, excuse me.
He abandoned us.
And I was like, Dolan, what are you doing, Dolan? And he was like, mm-mm. He just looked back. He didn't even say words. He just looked at me with like utter fear in his eyes. And he just shook his head like, not today, man.
Oh shit. Oh,
so
my
anyway,
God.
we get on it. It shoots us out.
Oh no, they conned me into getting in the front. Like,
Yes.
oh, Clint, and I was a hype person.
Yeah. You're like,
So like when I was younger, I was like super into hype. So like, yeah, dude, it's gonna be so much fun. Like, oh my God, you'll conquer this. And like, blah, blah.
and they're like, the front is the best. It's the easiest, but
Yeah.
it's also the most fun.
Yeah, I was like, okay, cool. So I go
And I was like, thinking, I think I was one more timid, skeptical about it than you. Cause you're like, oh, okay. And then like, you're like the front. And I was like, I know that's a lie. I'm pretty sure I'm being lied to, but I know that one's a lie.
You just let me do it?
Well, I know. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't think I'm gonna do that. You're like, well, I'm going to, and I'm like, why not like the middle? Then you're kind of in front. You're like, and then our youth pastor's like, come on, man. You're like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
I fucking get on this ride, very fucking front. And it shoots me off like a fucking bullet train. And I'm like, it shows up with a fucking speedometer inside the tunnel and it says 90 miles an hour. And I was like, what the fuck?
It was like 30 times 3.
Dude. And I got so mad. I was like, and then it literally is just like zigzags and fucking flips from that point forward. It wasn't just one, it was like 10.
Yeah.
And they were just like, it just felt so fucking nuts. And then we stopped. We took like a super big
In
halt.
the middle. Like it stops in the middle of the coaster.
And then you start to fucking slowly go, and then you're like twisting.
And they turn on all the lights. Like it's really dark before this point, and they turn on all the fucking
so
lights.
you see just the bottom, and you see
like
the coaster.
And you're
around
like
you.
60 feet in the air, and you're like, oh my God, they lied to me. Like for us, it was like, and they're liars.
Shit, dude, trauma, man. Dude, and I was like, it started to curve. It made me feel like I was going to flip out of the fucking car.
No, well,
dude.
so listen to this. I got trapped with a rando next to me, right? And the people that tricked me sitting in front of me. And so literally the picture they got of me coming out. So they take a picture of you out of the tunnel. That's how that's how jarring this whole thing is. That they were like,
that's their most prized moment.
Yeah. They're like, when you get that stupid picture, the front, not in a flip, the front. And so they shoot you out of the tunnel. They take the picture. It's pitch dark. So you just see flash, flash, flash.
Yeah. And that's also what disorients you going into the fucking thing.
Well, so
the lights are probably on.
Yeah,
you
so
just
your
can't
face
see.
is being pulled back like a cartoon. And then you're like, it's all dark. And
you have like
flash,
a fucking
flash.
seizure.
Yeah, it's like flash, flash. It's miserable. And so anyway, literally it caught me in the middle of saying, they lied to me. Because literally it shoots and immediately I just yell out, they lied to me. They lied to me.
Oh my God. That's
and then coming out, I was like, you lied to me. You're a liar. And they're like, yeah, I did. And I was just like,
you're going to hell.
Basically, like, I was just like, you are a Judas.
You fucking pull out your voodoo doll and you're just like, snap.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you're the prophet Jesus warned us about. The false prophet.
I got tricked into 1, 2 at the same theme park. Not the same trip.
Got pulled into the hype.
Different trip. To the fucking
Was it your
flying
brother?
one. The flying one.
Oh, wait. Are you talking about the fucking Tomb Raider one?
No, we'll talk about that too. We'll talk about that
Which
in
I
a second.
also got lied to about.
That was one of my favorite rides. Anyways, so...
Well, I ended up having fun with that one because it truly made me face my fear.
Yeah.
Because like the fear of these things for me wasn't necessarily the heights. It's like safety things being broken and then
Like-
me
like
flying out
Final
and
Destination?
dying. Yeah. So
You see a premonition.
yeah, basically. And so this Tomb Raider ride, basically you sat in like, it looked like theater seating, but like just one section. So there was like 6 aisles up and like 10 across. And you sit there and then this whole thing comes out like it's held by 2 arms that swing around. And then while they're swinging you around, the like theater seating you're sitting in like spins in a circle as well. So anyway, in this whole thing, they point you so much upside down that and it has one of those shoulder bars like over your shoulders, so much upside down that gravity literally yanks you out of the seat. So the only thing holding you in is the shoulder bars.
I remember this.
And so it made me have to face it. I remember looking at the ground. It's red because it's supposed to be like lava. So it's red, just burning in my face. And I'm like, well, if I'm going to die, it's now. So I'm just like looking at it like, well, we'll see what happens. Like all fear was gone. It was just like, this is that moment.
You made peace with your life.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. And then it pulled us back. I didn't die. So I was like, all right, this is fun.
You know why they shut it down?
Because in that moment, someone died.
No, straps were breaking during the ride.
Also, they didn't die, but people were screwed.
Yeah. So they had to stop. And I also had the longest line at the theme park too, for like ever.
I know. And I also got tricked into that again because it's inside a building. So they said you just kind of
Yeah.
go along with this video and then it flips a few times and then you're done. The whole thing's flipping.
The one I got tricked into was a flying one. And so like they start you off on your back and then they tilt you over onto your stomach. But what I was told is that you're on your back the whole time. So the only thing that you can
Yes.
see is the sky. So you're not like that scared. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay. So I see them laying people down, like blah, blah, blah. The line that we went to it was like later at night. So it really wasn't that fast. Plus it's at night. So everything's fucking dark.
Yeah.
So we go on and we sit in and I'm like, I don't feel good about this, guys. Like, this does not look like it is what you're saying. And they're like,
There's always that moment too
They're
where you're
like-
like, wait.
they're like, no, dude, come on, Eastwood, like, let's do it. I was like, fine, okay. So we get in, strap on. They're like, all right, ready to go. And so you're going up, and you're like laying on your back, going up a fucking hill, and you're like keep getting higher and higher and higher, and then you stop. And I'm like, what the fuck's happening? Why are we continuing? And they're like, then you drop down on your back down the hill and then you flip over mid-hill onto your stomach. I literally was like, I'm going to die. Like, I'm going to fucking, this is going to break. And I'm going to just fall and smash my fucking head.
I know, dude.
Dude, it was so scary. And I was like, I fucking hate you guys.
Yeah.
Afterwards. But it did make me like face fears as well. I felt good after it.
I don't know. I feel mixed.
Yeah.
After it,
I honestly love like the drop tower things.
I hate those.
I used to hate them, and then I finally did it one year because I was like, no, I'm not doing it because my biggest fear is heights. I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll do it. And I did this one at a park where like it had 4 of them. They're like on different like things, but they all went to the same height, and it was like normal height. And they all like dropped. Like one went reverse and one went down. So one shot up.
Oh, and then it came down slowly.
Yeah, and then one dropped. And we went to the drop one.
I could shoot up more than
it was just so fast. It was just like, yeah, boom, 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 strap in. And then you're like, okay, done.
Okay, so they consistently did it fast.
Yeah, like it wasn't like a drawn out thing. The biggest thing I hate is when it's like fucking drawn out.
Meth addicts that just are sitting there because they have nowhere else to go in their life. And so their only joy comes from teasing you at the top where they're like... And you're like, how many fucking... Ooh. And then the next group goes up there expecting a long wait and he just drops them. Like, you're like, did I even touch the top?
Yeah. I've been playing a roller coaster simulation game.
Are you still playing it?
Yeah.
Nice. How's it going?
It's a lot of fun. I fucking love simulators, like cities and settlements and...
Dude, that was the longest fucking 20 minutes of my life.
It's only been 20 minutes?
Yeah, bro.
Dude, can we do like a to be continued episode?
No, dude, we can do it. I was like, man, are we pushing like hour 15?
Guys, we are really high. I'm sorry. We're usually more... Yeah.
Well, I feel like I'm landing a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm landing a little bit. That's why I looked.
I feel like I'm like landing, but like I don't want to be here. Like I landed in the wrong spot.
Why? For me, it's like, okay, all right. Almost feels like recovery. Like,
God,
feels heavy. What were we talking about? Oh, dude, you know what? You know what ride I kind of hate, no matter how many times I ride it?
What?
Have you ever done like the water Jurassic Park ride?
Like the white water like rafting ride.
Yeah, that's Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fucking dark before the drop. You can never know when the drop's fucking coming. You can even be like, here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is. Where or whatever. Or you're like, no. So we actually have a surprising long It's so frustrating.
How many times did you fucking ride that?
I've rode it like 7 times because of just family going places. And I want to ride this. Come with me.
I kind of like them though. They're kind of fun.
No, I hate it. They're fun until that moment because I'm just like, I don't know when it's coming.
And you're spinning too, so like it even is worse.
I know, dude.
You know what I really don't like is the water park. Like so, like it's like you get in the big inner tube. And you slide down the small slide to go into the really big, like open one.
I hate that.
And then you're on a fucking energy with 4 people.
Yeah, and you're almost tipping every fucking time.
I'm like, bitch, if I fall off, I'm gonna be so pissed.
And then you get that one jackass that like pulls up, like, and I was just like, yeah, because you think it's fun right now until you fucking die the one time it fucks up.
I love the wave pool.
Wave pools are so great, dude.
Yeah, you can just chill.
Yeah.
Also, the
wave pools are everything I love.
The surfboard thing too, with like the boogie boards, was fun to me.
Oh, like what you talking about? Just that one wave that shoots up?
Yeah, and you like get up on top.
I've never done that.
Yeah,
thought about doing it, but then I was like, nah.
Too much work. Lazy rivers. Ugh.
All day, bro.
God, dude, I want to go to a natural lazy river.
A river?
No, but like no. Okay.
Oh, rivers.
No, but
nature's
like
lazy river.
You know, like one of those like resort island ones where it's like the water is kind of murky, but it's like a murky white blue. Like
you mean
like the hot
man-made?
springs, like the hot springs in GTO
Japan.
or GOT. Oh God.
Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh my.
I want sushi so fucking bad, dude.
Dude, I want a California roll. Don't kill me, guys.
I know, dude. Any roll right now, dude. I'd eat the shit out of it, but I want like 100 of it.
I want some Chinese.
I feel like it's been a while since I've had Asian food. I love it.
It was last week, you dingus.
Feels like a while. Was it really last week?
Yeah.
Sure wasn't 2 weeks ago?
I don't fucking know.
Who knows? Time's
Bro, I don't know if I can continue.
Dude, I believe in you, bro.
Dude. I want to go to Tokyo real bad.
Me too. Well, actually, I want to go to Tokyo, rural Japan, and maybe like one of the smaller islands.
Yeah. I definitely want to go.
Consider Japan. But.
And then maybe hop over to South Korea.
Mm-hmm. And sneak on the north.
No, bitch.
I just get, dude.
You can get in, but you can't get out.
Well, do you know that they're like, I don't think they are now, but like there was time, like at least till like 2016, you could go to North Korea as an American. You just had to like apply for a visa to like travel there, but it was like a super organized trip. Like you had chaperones and stuff. But I was like, yeah,
no.
I was like, not even if I wasn't planning on doing anything like sketchy, like record or whatever, where they said I couldn't record or something, you know what I mean? Or like write a story. Even if I was just going to sightsee, too risky.
Well, the weird thing about that is like, I feel like we could turn it into that.
Well, technically any country could, but I think we're a bunch of steps away from it. Let me see the vape.
Sakura trees.
Dude. Are you just naming Japanese things? Sakurachi, sushi, wasabi, samurai swords,
samurai armor,
samurai wives, samurai kids. You just start using samurai in front of everything. Samurai owned business. Samurai.
Oh my God.
Samurai streets.
Okay.
What were you just counting?
I wasn't counting anything.
Oh, it looked like you were like, dude, okay.
No. We've been watching horror shit high plot twist. But it's just so fucking great high.
It's so great and so horrible. I feel like I'm doing tiny traumas to myself.
Yes. We just watched this one about this. These like group of friends who go to a haunted house. And it's like one of those torture haunted houses, but it's like legitimately killing people.
Like the ones that you have to sign a waiver for. And
yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And like they'll give you the scare of your life. Anyways.
Some of them might kill you accidentally sometime.
Dude, it was fucking nuts. Oh, dude, it was crazy. If you guys haven't seen it,
broke.
Go watch it.
And he's like, I want to try to get other people to come. And I was like, oh my gosh. So they broke him. Like he feels like he has to hurt other people now.
Yeah. It's fucking nuts.
Oh yeah. But so the movie, they actually start killing him. It's called The Haunt. It's on, what's that place called?
Shudder. It's like
Shudder.
App. It's pretty cheap. $5, $5.99 a month, I think. So $6.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Not bad. Oh yeah, were you making sure you didn't do your math where you go, it's $5.
I like to round down, guys. Round down.
Yeah, you're a marketer's dream.
Round down, never frown.
That's actually a pretty good saying.
If you guys want to call me, marketing teams, I'm here.
Round down, never frown.
If you don't want to frown, guys, round down. Dude, that could be... What kind of commercial would that be?
No, dude, that's like a self-help thing.
Yeah.
Because like you're like your rent is your debt got you down, round down. Turn that frown upside down by rounding down.
If it's $199.99, it's $100.
You didn't spend almost $200.
Yeah, you spent $100.
You spent $100. Wow. Doesn't that
My
feel
whole
better?
thing is like, I'll say $5.99, but I'll say it as $5 instead of $6 because it's real close to $6.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is like the marketing tactic. And you're like, yep, love that.
$5.99, bitch, ain't getting that one penny except you are because of taxes. It's getting more.
Crack me up.
Yeah, dude.
Isn't it crazy you can buy a shirt for $5 and there was a point in time where you had to kill a fucking animal to get a shirt?
Is it crazy?
Like how much cheaper has it gotten?
Is it crazy that you can buy a $5 footlong, but people in other countries have nothing to eat?
We should send them $5.
But just like think about that. Like you have enough money to go to a restaurant and even though it's $5, to buy a $5 foot-long sandwich.
You don't know my bank account.
12 inches. Sometimes size is better. But the kids in like fucking whatever, like third world countries, dude, like they're like, I don't know what I would do. They could eat off of a foot long for like 2 months.
Okay, well now you're being crazy.
Sorry, like
now
2
you're
days.
like 5 foot long to a village. Wow, they're living forever now, guys. Problem solved.
Oh,
Bye.
it's just
You're
so sad.
You're like literally that's the epitome of like the thought of like a celebrity doing something that actually is like worse for like the people involved. They're like, don't give them the soccer balls. They're like, they love soccer balls. They're like, great. Now a warlord's gonna come and beat them up for their soccer ball. And they're like, what? No, actually, that's the worst part. Actually, is a lot of those situations are more complex than just like getting them water or something.
Yeah.
Because of like warlords and different things like that. Like there's, like I'm not saying that's everywhere. We could probably be doing better. I'm just saying.
Well, Flint, Michigan.
Yeah, that's so crazy. It's in the States, bro. It's like,
Yeah.
how are we as a collective?
It's like our own third world city.
Okay, let's not go that far. They still have like McDonald's.
That's
But
true.
like, I'm like, how are we as a collective? Right, left, whatever, bro. How are we gonna let a whole bunch of people have lead?
Do you know Will Smith and his son send bottled water up there every single month? And they said they're going to do it until they get it fixed. Will Smith?
Sent a bottle of water up
No,
there?
like millions.
Oh, okay.
Like, they send like millions every
I was
month.
like, that almost seems sarcastic.
They basically supply their like free water bottled for people because they said that they're going to do it until like him and his son are going to do it until they fix the water.
That's cool. How much is it him and his son? Is it him and then he goes, hey dad, that sounds good. Can I hop on that?
Probably.
Or vice versa even. I'll even say it could go either way, but who's hopping on?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Like, hey son, that's actually a good idea. You mind if I hop on that?
I need some publicity
Sure,
before I get in this entanglement. Oh, welcome back to Seinfeld.
That's
Oh.
more of a bass. We don't even have a bass.
Oh yeah, boom, 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 boom.
You know that's done on
A keyboard.
yeah.
Yeah,
First time I saw that, I was like, what?
that makes sense.
Threw me off though. And like, boom, boom, burn, 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 burn. I was like, what? That's not the sound of a keyboard.
Yeah.
I had a friend who, in my college for the like studio students, like that were going for like music recording and stuff, they had to do a project where they had to record a band or like basically they had to do an album one way or another. Like they could make their own band or whatever, which is what most students did. But there's one guy, he's like a savant at the keyboard, and he was like deaf for half of his life. And then like he had surgery, then he could hear, and he's like a savant at the keyboard. He's like super, super good. He just bought $100 program that had like really good sounding like MIDI, like for like orchestra and stuff. And he just made a completely instrumental album. And
That's hilarious.
and that gets rid of most of the headaches of recording because he could literally just plug into his computer because he had really good MIDI and just be like, ba 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 ba, done. And everyone's like, you're not even fucking really recording. We have to like put up mics. We're doing guitar, singing, da-da-da. And he's like, just as an album. And you know, he got an A, it's fine.
It's work smarter, not harder.
That's basically what he was like.
That's actually like a really fucking ingenious idea.
Right. And like paid $100. I lost it. Dude, this would be a terrifying moment if you were being arrested. Like if the cop was talking to you and you're trying to act sober, you're in the middle of telling him something and you completely lost it. And you're like, and so, fuck. I think I just had to be like, you got me, man.
That's one of my biggest
I'm
fears.
so sorry. I'm high. I apologize.
It's like, just let me be high, like, because I want to be. And it's like, not even like, okay, I
You
get
sound
it.
like bad slam poetry. Just let me be high because I want to be.
So here's the thing.
I want to be high all the time.
No, but for me, it's just like, okay, we know marijuana is not bad. Like, we've established that.
Bro. call and response. I lost it. Go on.
Dude, no, like for real, like we live in a world where like now marijuana is somewhat socially accepted. Like I watched Beverly Hills Housewives, and if you guys watch that, please comment. But one of the episodes, one of the characters was like, looked at her husband and she's like, "Did you partake?" And he was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Oh my God, be careful. Don't want to get too high." I was like,
I'd be like, bitch, you get too drunk every time.
right? But also like, come on, guys. Like, it's okay.
Yeah, I remember the callback. So you know the like Christian, God is good. Then you say,
God is great.
no, nope, you don't.
Oh,
know.
all the time.
Yeah, and then you go all the time. God is good. Yeah, so God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. When you said it, for whatever reason, that kicked in. So it was like, I am high all the time. All the time, I am high.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell,
Dude.
yeah.
Could you imagine doing that at like a live show or something?
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel you. It's the thing one of the things that sucks about like Corona and a lot of stuff that happened because of Corona. It almost felt like obviously some important stuff bubbled over, but like it also feels like a lot of balls that were rolling are like stopped. Like not that they're gonna go back, or I don't think they'll continue, but it almost feels like everyone's like, can we start pushing this again? Or like, when can we do that?
Yeah. It's crazy in the times that we live in. I mean, I'm just like, is 2020 going to get worse? Something going to happen? Alien invasion, please.
Dude, we watched that UFO thing, dude. Oh man. Joe Rogan had a new UFO.
Yeah. But George Knapp and
yeah. Oh, and the unsolved mysteries, bro.
Yeah.
There was a Massachusetts like county. It wasn't just like a town, a whole county that had literally like 150 people looking at mostly the same things or weird stuff happening on the same night.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't viewing the same thing, it was same night, very similar thing.
All I'm saying is,
dude, you got to see this Unsolved Mysteries. If you're listening to this, I don't care how you feel about UFOs, go fucking watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Because like,
it's like the 6th episode.
Literally, this dude who honestly seemed pretty weird. When I first saw him, I was like, of course, yeah. He's like, happened to me when I was a child. It's pretty traumatic. The whole town did it. I was like, why is this such a big deal? But then he got fucking hit with a beam and he's like running in place.
Yeah,
and people saw it. And then they saw him disappear and then come back 7 minutes later with a beam on him again on the ground. And his brother's like, run. And he's like, I can't get up. And his brother's just watching him. It's like, holy shit. Go watch this episode. It's crazy.
Well, it's just like, if you were to see that shit in real life, I feel like a lot of us would just be like, what the fuck is happening? Am I hallucinating? Did I take acid, Molly? What did I do?
What is in this weed?
One day, man, one day. I think it's just so legitimate now that we fucking created a goddamn branch of the military.
Yeah, but Russia also developed hypersonic weapons, so it has something to do with that too.
Oh, okay.
Because like in theory, if you can get into space and that's hypersonic, there's like no defense for it.
Okay.
As of right now, it'd be like in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
No more White House. Bye, New York. And then it's like, oh. I think that would have to be the end of the war, right? You just like blow up two places and go, seriously, guys? And then go, okay, my bad.
Yeah. Okay, we surrender.
Yeah. Have you ever seen those? I can't remember what they're called, but they're like those like YouTube games essentially where like people like start leaving hints and stuff. Like they pretend like it's real at first.
No.
So like this one girl did one where she started out like with just a normal blog channel, but like she would every once in a while just mention about like she's a part of a religious, like her family's really religious, and slowly but surely she kept making different clues to things. People are like, is she in a fucking cult? And like she built up this whole story, and it was built by a team. They wrote it, you know.
Oh, okay.
And so we found out that was pretend, but she like ran away because she didn't want to do the cult ritual and and her family was after her, and like became this whole thing. But like they're called like a something game. I can't remember, like a ARPG or something like that. But it's not that, but it's something like that. And I saw one about like the US being taken over. So they've like played this like propaganda tape where basically it was like, as a good American, kill yourself so that like freedom can live on in our spirits type of thing.
Oh my god!
And it was about this whole like government control thing. But I was like, holy shit.
That's pretty dark.
Yeah. And it was like in the 70s. Like that was when it was set. But it was really dark. And I was just like, oh. They're pretty neat though. And they're almost all spoopy. I think you'd like them.
Yeah, I probably have to watch them.
I feel like we've talked about this.
I don't know.
So gone.
Dude, I hit a wall, man. I'm just like sitting on the concrete like, what am I doing with my life?
Have you ever had a real life one of those moments?
Yeah.
One of those happened. I like got really dehydrated. I threw up. It was like, and I was just like sitting on like, what is happening? What am I doing? Because the reason I was dehydrated was I was working at a place. I was like, I don't want to work here. And then I was like, why am I here? And I stopped working there.
Yeah. Make yourself happy.
Right? I feel like it's a good place.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much. If you have made it this far, what high are you at?
I feel like I'm coming back down to 9.5, but I could be wrong. I almost feel like I'm on a wave.
Yeah. I'm like at a 9 still. I went up though.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm on a wave. So
yeah. So like and follow us. Smoke With Us podcast is on a lot of things, but Twitter is SWU Podcast.
Yeah. So our initials, Smoke With Us.
We're going to start posting some shit on there. So start following us, guys.
Woo woo.
Who to who. So we're going to send you out with Sparkler by Saint Warhead.
Smoke weed every day.
I've been wavy for the longest, need the rest of y'all to catch up to me. Terpene gravy for my bong hit, so every hit is extra gooey. Then I light it extra doobie, get high while I Netflix movies. Pass it to my baby, muffled coffee, my face next to boobies. I like to get high a lot, I like to get high a lot. My girls take smaller dabs because we have to buy a lot. I hate it when my lighter's lost, don't you too? That shit sucks, anywho I got shit to do. Need a smoker then after fuck, no I don't wanna work with you. All you other rappers suck, I told you I got work to do, so will you please get off my nuts? Sorry, don't think I'm high enough. Nope, light another up. Coughing while we mob and drop the glob, and when the glow is up, 99 problems think I solved until I sober up. My squad do this often, we hot boxing if we pulling up.
99 problems think I solved until I sober up. My squad do this often, we hot boxing if we pull up.
I like my hair, I like my
Skip drip,
It light up like a spark.
I like my hair, I like my
skip drip,
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, I like my
skip drip,
It light up like a spark.
I like my hair, I like my
skip drip,
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, I like my
skip drip,
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, I like my
skip drip,
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, I like my
skip drip,
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, I like my
skip drip.
It light up like a spark. Dabs got my fingers sticky like I'm Peter Parker. Feeling like a king, scrolling memes with scenes from Arthur. Sauce has terpenes, diamonds looking like it's tartar. All my friends grow weed, we got some inner city farmers. It don't matter if you broke or not, you can find a way to smoke some pot. Every spot is overstocked and every block an open shop, and everybody's high, you can't even find a sober cop. Every night I'm stoned, then I zone out and play Overwatch. Then I get hungry as I'm looking for some shows to watch. Baby plug me with some munchies, all of a sudden I'm dozing off.
Then I get hungry as I'm looking for some shows to watch. Baby plug me with some munchies, all of a sudden I'm
I
done.
like my hair, I like my
Skip drip,
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, I like my
skip drip,
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, I like my
skip drip,
It light up like a spark.
I like my hair, I like my
skip drip,
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, I like my
skip drip,
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, I like my
skip drip,
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, I like my
skip drip,
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my